Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be a thread response video to Darcy's bands you were late to, or late finding out about. Late to the party, that's what it was. I struggled with this a little bit. There was a few that popped in my head immediately, 3 actually, that I knew right off. Then I was like, damn, what else? Just trying to think, and then I finally came up with a couple more, so I got 5. 2. Now, 2 of these bands I still don't own anything by them, but I have a bunch on my MP3 player. 1 I forgot to bring, so I'm going to start with that one first. The band Stradivarius. I do have, I think, maybe 4 of their albums now, and yeah, they formed in 1984. They have 15 studio albums out, 5 live albums, numerous EPs. Yeah, I didn't know about them at all until I don't know when I heard of them. I'm not sure when it was I heard of them, but I think it was 2003, I think. A buddy of mine was getting married, and went to the bachelor party up in Fredericton. Danny was there, and actually I think Danny was the one that introduced me to these guys. I believe the album was Destiny, I think, but I'm not sure on that. And I was like, whoa, these guys are pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, so since I've picked up a few when I find them here and there. So I might have 4, maybe. So that's one, Stradivarius. This one is very surprising to me. Immolation. Like, you know, I'm fairly, well, thrash for me is number 1, right? Thrash guy, grew up on thrash, so I'll always be thrash. But when it kind of went away, I kind of I went more heavy. I went more into the death metal, like through the 90s. That was where I went. And yeah, somehow Immolation just, I've seen the name around, I heard of them, but I never ever heard them. And it wasn't until 2017 actually, when this album came out. And actually I was able to pick it up in town here. I think, yeah, we had HMV at the time, so I think they had it there, and I got it. So yeah, it was my first time even hearing them. Actually, I always forgot to check them out on YouTube. And yeah, it's just, you know, classic death metal. These guys are amazing. They have 10 albums out. They formed in 1986 under the name Defcon, and then pretty quickly, from what I read, changed it to Rigor Mortis. And then in 1988, they became Immolation. And been cranking ever since. So like 10 albums. So I definitely have to get more of them, because it's just a classic death metal band, right? They kick ass. Let's see what else we can do. Tankard. Now I knew of Tankard, because they're part of the German Big Four. See them in magazines all the time back in the day, but you just couldn't buy their stuff here. Like, back then, mail order was like insane. I had to do like metal disc. I don't know if you guys remember metal disc or not, but it was pretty expensive. And the Canadian dollar back then was shit, kind of like it is now, I guess. But, and you know, as a 15-year-old kid, I didn't really have any money to do that anyway, so Tankard kind of passed me by. And then, you know, they quit getting publicity. You didn't see them in the magazine and stuff anymore, and it just, like, out of my head until this came out. This came out in 2014. Now I don't know if I got this when it first came out or not. I know I got it quite early on, but I don't know if it was 2014. It might have been 2015. But that was my first time hearing Tankard, my first Tankard album, this one. Yeah, and that's what's playing in the background actually, it's this album. This one comes with the DVD. They're just, you know, epic thrash, epic German thrash. And if you know me, you know, my 2 favorite bands are Creator, Destruction. So then you got Sodom and Tankard, rounded the Big Four. So these guys formed in 1982 as Avenger, and then Vortex, and then in 1983 they became Tankard. It blew my mind. 18 studio albums. I was like, what the hell, man? 18. And no idea. But when I was out shopping around in the wild over the weekend, I found this one. Girl called Cerveza. So epic album. About 2012. So it was the one before Rest in Beer. So again, yeah, if you don't know Tankard, you should definitely check them out. It's epic thrash. And these two here, I don't own anything by them, but they are pretty awesome. Sinner. If you know Matt Sinner, bassist in Primal Fear, but he had his own, or still has his own band called Sinner, which formed in 1980. He put out 18 studio albums as well. It's like, holy shit. Like, I didn't even know about these guys until I got into Primal Fear. And then I found out once I was into them that he had a band called Sinner. I had no clue. I have one downloaded. Don't remember what it's called. But it's very impressive. It's very, very good. But again, finding their stuff is not easy. So that's Sinner. And then number 5 is a band called Tarot from Finland. These guys are freaking awesome. They formed in 1985. They have 8 albums out. They only have 8 because the guy that plays bass and sings in the band is also the bassist for Nightwish. Marco, yeah, can't remember the last name, but Marco anyway. You know, the guy with the really kick-ass cool beard. Anyway, he had the band Tarot, him and his brother. Epic stuff. If you remember, you think of it, look up the video. I don't know if it's a video or not, but look up the song Crows Fly Black. That whole album kicks ass, but that song is amazing. I say the whole album's good. Yeah, definitely got to get some Tarot. I see their first one was reissued in 2011. I see that quite a bit on eBay. Probably should get that. There's the other stuff. That one and Gravity of Light, I think, which is their last one that came out, Gravity of Light. That one seems to be fairly easy to get to, but everything before that seems to be pretty hard. So, anyway, I'm rambling here, but that's my 5. Tankard, Tarot, Sinner, Immolation, and Stradivarius. So, that's all I got, bud. So, have a good one. See you later.